Good morning from the bus stop. So I am going to attempt to climb Golden Cap today. Still a little crispy from yesterday, so I'm wearing sleeves since I failed with my sunscreen. Hopefully I do better today. It's supposed to be warm, and I'm hoping that this hike doesn't kill me. Golden Cap is actually the tallest point on the southwest coast, or on the southern coast of England. It's one of the tallest points on the southwest coast path. It's like, I think, 600 and something feet. It's kind of like this standalone little hill, and then you kind of do the rest of the path. I'm only doing about 6 miles today, so I'm hoping that kind of offsets the elevation that I'm going to have to climb to get there. So I'll take you along. Well, I made it to the nearest town with a bus stop to Seatown. It's like Chideock or something like that. I don't know. I'm probably saying that very wrong. It's Chideock. So now I have to find a way to get down to Seatown. And I think it's about a quarter of a mile away from here. So that's the next step. Bad. It's 3/4 of a mile. This is my least favorite type of walking, where there is one track, hedges on both sides, and cars coming both directions. And it's the reason I'm dressed like this, to be seen. Back on the coastal path. This is Seatown. Just a few vacation homes, camping situation, convenience store. That's it. Well, I'm certainly not going to be swimming here then. And that's Golden Cap. And these are the pebble beaches. Math ain't mathing. When I was in Seatown, it said a mile to Golden Cap. Now I'm either a half mile or a quarter of a mile away. That is not math. Also, that's how far I've come. Getting close. That's where I came from. All the way down there. Oh my goodness. Which is the reason that I started out with this, so my legs were fresh. I'm so glad this wasn't the end. I would have not made it. I made it to the top of Golden Cap, the highest point on the southern coast. You can kind of see, there's the Isle of Portland, southern tip of Weymouth. There we are. Where I'm going. So I think that first little village you can see, I think that's Charmouth, this might be how you pronounce it. And then the next one I think is Lyme Regis, and that's where I'm ending for today. So it's not that long of a trek, and this is certainly the high point, but you can see there's going to be some other hills I'm going to have to traverse as well. So yeah, there we go. Charmouth, 3 miles. Okay, stop for a bit of lunch on this here bench with this here view. Got a little too hot because it's completely in the sun, so I went and stood like in the shade over there. But at least I got to eat and cool down a little bit. So onward. Apparently it's 2 miles. Halfway to Charmouth. So warm. Thankfully, every time you have to go across like a fence, there's usually a little bit of a bushes, trees. This one has really nice, fully developed trees. So, a nice shady spot to cool off. There's even a gentle breeze. But don't know if you can see it. I've done all that. Everything you can see. Until that mountain. The far one. There it is. We had Charmouth. And that's Lyme Regis. Lyme Regis, wow. So I think it's all downhill from here, at least to get to Charmouth, and then up and over that hill to get to Lyme Regis. Ooh, well, isn't Charmouth adorable? I'm assuming that river is the Char. Well, I made it to Charmouth. There's this teeny little shack cafe. Got a Coke. So excited about it. Now to see if I can't find a little bit of shade to sit in for a bit and cool off. Okay, so the actual hike is up and over this giant hill. I don't know that I emotionally have that in me right now, so I might try to do a beach walk. Now, I don't know if the tide is out far enough. I think it is. I'm a little nervous when you get over by Lyme Regis, so there's that wall that it's not quite low enough, but it looks like it is, so we're gonna attempt it. I got this rock. It's like a bunch of little baby rocks put together. It almost reminds me of the Giant's Causeway, just smaller. You can see they're kind of layered. And then you can actually see like the lines of like different geographic like eras essentially. I haven't actually seen much of this color rock in this part of the country. It's kind of cool. This is like the weirdest rock. It's like soft. It's like dirt, but then it's also hard. Wild. You know what, now that I think on it more, I bet this is clay. So the clay that's been like cooked enough is firm, and then what's not is squishy. Like, see? This is like super squishy. Wild. There's also tons of sea glass on this beach, which is kind of interesting. I wonder why. I really hope this ends up not being a dead end, but even if it does, this has been a really lovely walk. There's like breeze, and it's not as hot right on the water. I think, getting some heat exhaustion by the end of that little jaunt. It's just too hot out, and I couldn't start any earlier than I did. So, which was like 10 o'clock-ish is when I got off the bus. And so by the time I actually started the walk, like on the actual path, it was like 10:30. It was already really warm. So something to keep in mind, because tomorrow is also supposed to be hot like this. And maybe a little beach walking is the right ticket. This is someone doing something dumb. Those cliffs are really unstable, and he's chipping at rock in them. So good luck, sir. This area has a lot of fossils in the rocks. It's one of the reasons that this part of the country is called the Jurassic Coast. And the soil here is like really soft, so it's easier to kind of pull them out as well, and I guess the right soil to preserve them in the first place. So all along the beach, people are like fossil hunting and stuff. I think you have to have like, you can do it in certain places and you can take so many and blah, 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 blah. It's not my cup of tea, but kind of cool. I think that's one of them. See, it's got an indent. Check it out, it's an old brick. I would make them like in molds, stamp them. Yes, folks, that right there is a staircase that will take me right into Lyme Regis. See, this is apparently a World Heritage Site. So that's where I was in Charmouth. Here's where I am in Lyme Regis. Think about it back then. There's Golden Cap where I started. Oh, and there's the dark dirt stuff that I saw that I thought maybe was clay. It's the largest active, this area is the largest active coastal landslides in Europe. Lovely. And when this happened in May of 2008. There's those layers I was talking about. You can kind of see 65 million years. Oh, and I think this is the ammonite. I think these are like pretty common, and that's what it looked like we saw a little bit of on that one rock. There's golden cap all the way down there. Lyme Regis is super cute. It's kind of like a miniature Weymouth in them. At least that's what it looks like. Second day, second swim. Got my hair wet this time. Definitely needed it. Definitely had a little heat exhaustion, so much better. Finally got myself back on a double-decker bus. There are actually not as many in this area as I thought there would be. Well, this was convenient. The bus actually dropped me off like 3 blocks from where I'm staying, which is great. There was this group of older women who were absolutely hilarious. There was maybe 10 of them, and they were singing and they were trying to dance. And this is an open top bus, so not a great idea when you're all on top, but most entertaining bus ride I've ever had, I tell you that. So now that I'm back, it's probably about 6:30. I've already had my pasty. I still have my dessert pasty, so I'm gonna probably have that, but I'd like to shower. And this is a lovely day. I mean, heat exhaustion aside. Yeah, so we'll see what I'm not gonna be doing anything exciting tonight, but we'll see what I get up to tomorrow. Maybe a little less heat exhaustion, but still some beach time and some lovely outdoor time would be great. So that's all for now.